This is the most corrupted world possible, according to the Dryad. When investigating the world via the Dryad, she claims the world is 255% hollowed, 255% corrupt, and 255% crimson, and that things are predictably grim indeed. Now, you might notice two weird things about the status message. First, the world is over 100% corrupt, which shouldn't be possible. Adding up 255 3 times gives you a total non-pure percentage of 765%. Secondly, if you're familiar with computer science, the number 255 should ring a bell. This specific number is important to why this is the absolute mathematical computational limit of what the Dryad can show. So, how did I do this? I placed down 20 hollowed grass blocks, 31 hollowed vines, 51 crimson thorns, and 51 corruption thorns. That's it, no other blocks. This breaks Terraria's Dryad calculation in a fundamental way. You see, to get this percentage, Terraria divides the number of evil blocks with the number of solid blocks, which makes sense. However, when coding this, Relogic forgot to consider that there are evil blocks that aren't solid. So, when I add a crimson thorn, I add 1 crimson block to the world, but the number of solid blocks stays the same. This means it's possible for your percentage to exceed 100%. For example, 2 crimson thorns and 1 solid stone block make a 200% crimson world, since there is only 1 solid block but 2 crimson blocks. But that doesn't explain why I chose these specific numbers of blocks. Wouldn't filling the whole world with crimson thorns and having a single stone block be better? Well, not really. I chose these quantities of blocks so I would have exactly 51 of each biome's evil block and 20 solid blocks. If you do the math, that means there are 2.55 times as many of evil blocks in each biome versus solid blocks, yielding a percentage of 255% for each biome. I chose 255% because that is the maximum number Terraria can display in the Dryad. You see, Terraria uses a byte, or 8 bits, to store the Dryad percentages. This byte can only store a number between 0 and 255, so if you try to make it store a percentage like 256, it simply overflows back to 0. If I add a single hollowed vine to this world which sets the ratio to 2.6 instead of 2.55, it'll overflow and display 4% hollowed instead of 260%, so choosing a percentage of 255 is the highest we can get. And yeah, that's basically how it works. As long as you have 2.55 times the amount of evil blocks per biome as solid blocks, you can do this. This information is completely useless, but it's somewhat interesting. Hello, if you're part of the 75% of my viewers who are not subscribed, I ask you to do so as you're near 100,000 subscribers. Similar content is on the left and right. Either way, thank you for watching, and good day and goodbye.